Let's start strong and talk about the brand new Injustice trailer that was teased and rumored, and now we finally got to see it. Interestingly, there's not much to say about it in context because it really.
It's a pure cinematic trailer.
Yeah,
Now, I'm sure we'll get a full gameplay trailer at E3, but this is just a typical. It's a teaser introduction.
Yeah, and it hits you with a lot of questions and gives you no answers.
I like it.
Like, I mean, I like it, sure, but at the same time, I got questions. Like, okay, question one: is this going to be another "Let's Praise Batman" story?
Well, it is a follow-up to the first game. I did read a synopsis on that. That Batman is going to, and his allies are picking up the world. So it doesn't. It looks like it's going to take place in the Injustice universe, or the universe where Superman went crazy. So Batman, after this defeat, Batman and his allies are trying to put the world back together when a new threat comes in. So, does that mean that is Injustice Superman going to is Injustice Batman and Justice Superman going to team up again, or are they going to team up?
I don't know. It seems like
is it going to be kind of a redemption for Superman? I understand your frustration with Batman being the star of everything, because let's face it.
Aren't you?
Even though he's my favorite superhero, yeah, I do admit he is very, very, very oversaturated. And
even in the new Batman vs Superman movie, they had to put him on top by giving him some way to win, even though we established he could have lost. But
he's going to have a cameo appearance in Suicide Squad. He's going to have a cameo in Wonder Woman. He's going to be the star of Justice League. So yeah, I can see how, even for people who like Batman, who love Batman like me, it's getting a little much.
And I love Batman too.
I'll let you jump in just a second. Just let me say this. One reason I love the way that NetherRealm does it, at least they do cut up the story into chapters, and each chapter focuses on one character. So they do let the character be the star of their own chapter. They give every character at least some chance to shine.
Yeah, but then they give Batman 3 chapters.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so that's I love Batman, but I am so tired of the saturation that he's got. Like, when Superman's not around, Batman all the way. Like, if there's a Batman story or if there's a Batman movie, I'm there. But I don't know. Like, I think this all started with the Nolan trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just kickstarted Batman to such a high pop cultural icon to the point now it's Batman or nothing. Like, forget all the other superheroes, even the one that stands in the middle.
You almost get like a feeling like the execs at Warner Brothers only agreed to do a DC cinematic universe under the strict condition that Batman has to be in all these films,
and not just be in all of them, but be the main focus.
Well, not the main. Well, at least not the main focus, but at least be in it. At least
because isn't that what happened to
the main focus of Suicide Squad? Is Suicide Squad, but Batman will make a cameo.
Be careful, Gene. Remember what happened to the animated Suicide Squad movie?
What? Oh.
Batman pretty much kind of took over.
I don't think that's going to happen this time. Okay, this is just, I've been kind of reading. I don't think, I might be wrong, but I don't think that's going to happen. But at least, it's one of those things like, okay, we have an Aquaman movie coming out. Okay, so when's Batman going to show up? This is an Aquaman movie. Batman's not in it. Well, no, look at all the numbers. See all the numbers at Batman? He's our money cow. He's got to be in it somewhere. Can you have him just riding a shark into battle or something? Like, this is an Aquaman movie. Like, has nothing to do with it.
Like, it's getting to the point that I'm so sick of Batman. I love him, but I'm sick of him.
Right.
Like, he doesn't need to be here. He's not.
Well, he does need to be in this.
Yeah, he needs to be in this story. Yeah, like, fine. Because, in the Injustice universe, the effed up universe, yeah, he's kind of the only one left. Like, it's... Because at first I was questioning, like, why isn't Wonder Woman in this trailer?
They wanted to have a big reveal, and the big reveal was... Supergirl, which I thought was very awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. I'm like, oh, that's a surprise. Supergirl, that's awesome.
It's going to be interesting to see how... she plays. Well, let's talk a little bit about what we think the game mechanics are going to be, because the big reveal here is that they have like these extra ectoskeleton suits that they transform into.
Yeah, exoskeleton.
Yeah, that looks kind of interesting.
Kind of cyborg ninja ish.
Right. How will that change? Like, if you go into that form, how will that change the character? Will they have certain boosts, or will they change up their
Yeah, okay, because
controls?
let's think about this in context. All right, A, where did they get these suits?
Right.
B, why does Superman and Supergirl need them?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well, Kryptonians had armor in Man of Steel.
fair enough, but
Well, okay, they don't need them, but it looks awesome.
yeah, like
Oh, come on, Will. You admit they look good in that armor. Come on now.
yeah, like I'm just kind of I just question like Batman's armor, like like his arm was glowing green for a minute. Like, what's that?
Didn't
about?
it kind of look like the Square Enix art figure that they made a couple years ago?
It kind of did, which is kind of a red flag because it's like, didn't we have a thing like where it's like, yeah, this is really cool, but it's so unpractical. Like, there's no reason to have bat wings on wings.
Well, it doesn't look like it's that crazy. It looks like a little more functional, but
Like, it looked kind of like the Batman Beyond outfit a little bit.
yeah, it did. It did. I like Flash's stuff.
Now, the thing about
He
the
looked
Flash,
really cool.
The Flash has always kind of confused me a little bit because I always thought, yeah, the armor looks kind of cool, but wouldn't armor kind of weigh him down? Because like I always had a problem with the Flash wearing armor. Because well, first of all, his outfit is in his ring that he puffs out.
Yes,
and he transforms. I don't know how you explain that with the armor. And second of all, again, repeating myself, I always thought armor was just like a really bad idea to have on somebody who really wants to go into the Speed Force and supposed to be insanely fast. Like, how does this work?
Well, I guess if you're gonna go by that argument, you can complain why does Aquaman wear armor? Wouldn't armor just weigh him down when he's trying to swim?
Well, and
Maybe
in water aren't things lighter?
Try swimming while wearing armor. Well, come on.
Well, Aquaman's also got super strength and stuff.
Batman wearing armor, wouldn't that weigh him down?
Well, in Batman's defense,
but seriously, if
it.
Superman and Batman actually fought while Batman was wearing that big armor suit he wore in Batman v Superman, all only thing Superman would have to do was like hit him with his pinky finger, and Batman would just fall over. He wouldn't be able to get back up because the armor's so heavy. When I get up, you're in trouble. You hear me?
Yeah.
So okay, we can argue the practicality of the armor, or my whole reason is say, well, hey, the reason they have armor is because it looks awesome. Shut up.
Now, my second question is, what does the armor do?
Right, that's what I want to know.
Because like we saw Batman his arm glowed green with it for a moment, and I don't think it's kryptonite because he picked up Aquaman when it happened, and I'm like, okay,
I believe it is kryptonite. Because Batman would always have kryptonite on him, just in case.
Yeah, and also, I don't think this is going to be a redemption story for Superman, because honestly, I think that Superman is beyond redemption. I mean, then again...
The one moment... Yeah, go ahead.
Then again, stranger things have happened, but...
When he killed Shazam, that was kind of...
Yeah, seeing all he's done in the comics of the Injustice universe and just killing people, like, I don't know, I think that Superman has kind of stepped beyond the bounds of redemption. And plus, I don't even think people would accept him anyway because of all of the murders.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. I like the trailer itself. It had like a real Fight Club feel to it.
Yeah, like Supergirl, awesome. I wonder what's her story, where she's been.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Woman, well, she's probably been stripped of everything back on Themyscira.
Right. So we don't know. Are they going to bring other heroes over or what? So I don't know.
And Hal Jordan has been denied all access to any green rings, so he's done.
That's a good point. Yeah. Let's see. I know there's been a couple of other confirmed characters. One is Gorilla Grodd. That's cool. Grodd's an interesting character. And oh god, what's the other guy? It's a Red Lantern. I forgot his name, but yeah. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of crazy story they're going to come up with.
Yeah, Superman wears gloves now.
Yeah, that's cool. Atrocitus. That's who's also going to be in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm hoping for a lot of not a lot of more new characters to be in this game. So Will, I know you're not too much into fighting games. What did you really think of Injustice: Gods Among Us?
I liked it. I didn't like. Unfortunately, because my job as a game critic is to kind of finish the game and move on, so I really don't get to play much. And without internet access to my PlayStation 4s and stuff, because I don't want to pay for that crap. I don't really get to play competitively with a lot of people. But honestly, if I had given the chance, I was getting really good with Superman. I was able to actually do a lot of really cool combos with him.
I did like the fact that in the final chapter you were playing as Superman, and like
That I thought was
even
great.
though Batman was the leader, in the end, who was the one that saved the day?
Yeah, I
Superman.
love that part of the story. It's like, even at the end of the day, two Batmans couldn't stop one evil Superman, and they needed a Superman from another universe to save the day.
Batman had to convince himself, like, dude, we need help from Superman.
Yeah, we need a good Superman here. Like, guys, I'm sorry. And like,
I understand what you're feeling. I know where you're coming from, but he's different.
and like,
he's my friend.
I felt like you were kind of upset with me. Like, I wasn't excited for this trailer because Superman was getting pounded or something. I'm like, no, I don't mind if Superman gets.
Well, I know.
I don't care about that.
I think you do.
I don't. I don't.
I know
Like,
a lot of people will not accept this, and that Superman's getting beaten up without some Deus Ex Machina. And it's like, how is, I guess that's me being kind of
I can see
a little
the,
sensitive.
I can see the Flash doing that. Like,
I
if
think
anything,
it's-
the Flash is kind of more of an annoyance because he's too fast. But if I saw Batman all of a sudden just hand Superman his ass like that, I'm like, what?
That's the thing that I'm saying is that I think, all right, this is me being a little little fanboyish, but I think that's kind of the difference between how people treat Marvel compared to DC. If this was a Marvel trailer, and I think people would be all hyped for it, like, oh man, did you see Captain America bust the Hulk through that wall? Oh, that was awesome. Did you see Deadpool shoot Iron Man flying away? Oh, that was great. Now you look at this trailer. No, excuse me. There is no way Flash would be able to beat Superman up like that. No, why does Superman need armor? No, this doesn't make any sense. How can Batman beat Flash up when Flash has this?
That was pretty funny, though. I'm like, okay. Oh,
Can't we just have something be awesome without trying to explain every darn thing about it? Can't you just accept it and just have fun with it?
Maybe that's kind of the issue is like Marvel doesn't really take itself seriously, and they just kind of get away with a lot of things, whereas DC superheroes everybody takes seriously, and it's easy to see why. I mean, even DC takes themselves seriously with the stories that they tell. I mean, I'm sure somebody might point it out, but has Marvel had any really insanely serious stories, such as like the Killing Joke, for example?
Oh, they've had some. They've had
Like,
their
I know
fair
they
share.
have. I know they've had like their serious scenarios, but right now we
Yeah.
have Captain America going, "Hail Hydra!" Like, really?
Well, I just think that's kind of where we're at, whereas like DC kind of gets more heavily scrutinized on things than Marvel does.
And
Like,
I think that's because the characters in DC are more legendary than certain Marvel characters. Like Spider-Man definitely is among them. But like when you have Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, characters from eras that everybody knows and people know around the world. I mean, again, Superman probably definitely the most recognizable superhero in the world. Like, yeah, it's hard for people not to take it seriously. Like, it's got to be done a certain way. Whereas other characters, people are a little more lenient to because they might not know them as well. I mean, like Rocket Raccoon, who the hell knew about who really cared about him?
yeah, like in Marvel vs. Capcom, when Ryu is beating up Hulk, no one says anything. But when Injustice comes along, how can these people fight Superman? We have to come up with some sort of
And they
Deus Ex
did.
Machina.
And they
They
did.
did. They did, but I guess it just comes with the territory. I mean, if you're gonna do, I guess you're right, Will. I guess when you have a serious story, you have to give a reason. I think that's also another main difference too, is that Marvel vs. Capcom never really had a story.
Yeah, it's
So-
really not a serious
Yeah.
scenario.
Since Injustice is trying to actually make a story, it's got to come up with a plausible reason for how.
Like
Batman
if
can
they
beat up
if they
Superman.
did a Marvel versus DC and they pitched it like the old ones where it's just like a picture of Superman and Captain America shaking hands in that goofy animated style that they have, I don't think people would take it seriously either because it's not meant to be. It's supposed to be just a simple fun fighting game. When you've got scenarios and campaign modes and games looking as serious as the visuals that we just saw, then yeah, you have to expect people to take it seriously and put it all into context because clearly the people who are making it do.
Yeah, I guess I was just being a little overly sensitive about that because it just seems like people kind of criticize DC stuff a little harsher than and the same things that if Marvel does the same things, people are a little more lenient to that. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
well, in terms of Batman vs Superman, I agree. Like, I think they could have lightened up on that because they had their own formula for doing things. Whether or not you like Zack Snyder's, well, whatever. But Marvel is a lot more, I guess you could say, a little bit more goofier with their ways of doing things. Like they just kind of wing it.
Yeah, I saw some article just already, bashing this trailer. Like, oh, it's just as. And the name of the article is this trailer is just as dark and grim as Batman v Superman, and just kind of bash it. And the comments were just crazy. Like, this person doesn't know what they're talking about. It's like just because something is dark doesn't make it bad. And
Like
just because
I didn't
something is
even read the
lighthearted
comments.
doesn't make it good.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't even read the comments. I just saw the 30-second trailer for what it was. I saw the Flash punching. See, now I totally think that that could happen. The Flash can totally have like a punching contest with Superman. I don't think that he'd necessarily be able to beat him with that. Like he'd probably be more of an annoyance. Like Superman's trying to hit at this guy, but he's too damn fast, and he's just like, God damn it! Like stop moving. But we all know that Superman can crush Flash in the leg and stop him.
That's what I kind of think. I just wonder if you were gonna have a problem with this because
No, like I don't. Like the only part I actually kind of had a problem with, I'm just like, well, I was just like, okay, we just saw the Flash kind of just chuckle around with Superman, and then here comes Batman out of nowhere, who suddenly is blocking the Flash's light speed moves and going toe to toe with him, and I'm like, what? like, like hold on. You just showed two of the fastest men in the entire DC universe going at it. One was clearly far too fast for the other, and then you brought in a human who suddenly is blocking this guy like nothing. Like, huh?
well, that's kind of what I'm saying. Can we just accept it for a trailer, just a teaser trailer, and just have fun with it instead of trying to pick it apart?
Well, again, because they told us so little in the trailer. I mean, that's kind of what this trailer is meant to do, right? I mean, when you give that's the point of a teaser, is like,
Because I kind of get the feeling that if you were kind of running the show, and if you did a DC fighting game, you wouldn't have Superman in it because
me?
he's too powerful. Yeah.
like I'd put him in it, but I wouldn't have him go against anybody. I'd probably would have him like fly around the earth in the end just to show that he's there. Like,
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Is that uh, I don't know. I'm willing to just accept something for just being awesome without trying to pick it apart to try to dissect it into
like I don't overly dissect anything into make critical judgments, but I just see what I see and I just call it as I see it. Like I thought it was kind of funny when Aquaman just kind of punked Batman with the
that was
like, and then even then Batman had a plan. He's like, "Aha! I knew you were gonna do that. That's why."
but I will say
this.
this. I will say this. My favorite part of the trailer is Batman turns around and then whoop, Superman flies out of the darkness and just slams right into him. That's
God.
cool.
Like my favorite part is when Supergirl showed up. I'm like, ah!
That was cool too.
I was like, where were you in Injustice?
right. Yeah.
Where were you during this? Kara? If anything, what's kind of cool is I think Kara might be the hero of the game. Like, say for Batman.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, like that'd be pretty hip because, like I said, this Superman in that Injustice universe is kind of beyond redemption. And if Supergirl, wherever the hell she was, like comes back and sees all the crap that he did over the course of a few years, like yeah, she'd probably be hella against him. Not to mention she'd probably be fighting for her own independence because she dons the S too.
Right. Well, I just think this trailer was just what it was. It was just to give you a little glimpse of what's coming, and it'd be nice if the visuals actually look like that. I really dug the costumes here.
Yeah, I like the costumes, the armors. Not sure what to make of them, but I guess they'll
Very anime-ish.
I guess they'll find a way to integrate them. Like Supergirl's got an armor.
Superman Sentai.
Like we know they didn't come from Lex Luthor because he's dead.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and should be interesting. I look forward to seeing the gameplay trailer to see exactly how it plays out. So.
Yeah, some people were mixed on the gameplay for Injustice. Some people liked it. Some people hated it. Deathstroke was incredibly broken.
Right.
Until they nerfed him.
Right.
But
it's not surprising that Supergirl's in this because the Supergirl show's going on.
Yeah, probably.
I would. My prediction is that Deadshot will be in this game. because the new Suicide Squad movie that's coming out.
Probably.
Probably another candidate I could think of, maybe Katana, because she's a sword wielder, and she's kind of a could be a different character. There's so many different characters in the DC universe they can throw in there. So yeah, it's kind of fun to think about.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see more down the line, see what they do with the outfits, see what they do with the characters and the story. Like, the story is really what I'm curious the most about.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I've been reading I'm a big fan of the Injustice comic books through continuing the storyline. It's a great what if story of what if Superman actually went crazy and decided to take over the world, become a dictator.
Well, in that one universe it is, but yeah, it's like apparently in our universe that Superman didn't make the bad choice.
Right, exactly.